And it is live. Okay.
Hi there. My name is Chris Carlson. I believe that we've met in the past through the LTech divisions. We've spoken a couple times in the previous years about potentially selling our magnet technology or manufacturing technology and capabilities to you. So, as I know you're already familiar through our partnership within LTech, we're developing the Z25 magnet. Um, It seems as though in the past there wasn't enough demand for this small size magnet within the companies. So you in the past have declined the opportunity to manufacture it on your end. So we withheld the manufacturing for it. But at the start of a new year, we need to present to upper management if we're going to keep things the same or if we feel a need for our magnetic materials to develop the Z25 instead.
Sure.
Does that sound right to you?
Yes, that sounds correct. Hello, Chris. I'm Sal. Obviously, I am the president of the, let's see here, the Manufacturing and Selling Magnets division with LTech. Let's see here. We are the only division that has the charter to actually sell and license magnets externally. And yes, we did in the past have the opportunity presented to us by ADL, the Advanced Development Laboratory, to kind of take in this new magnetic material, the Z25. However, unfortunately, at that time, we did pass, and that first for whatever reason. Let's see here. Sorry. We just
That's
didn't
okay.
at the time believe that the concept could be developed, but you guys at Audio Components really took that risk and developed it. And from our point of view, we really believe that there is an enormous commercial possibilities if we were to kind of obtain the rights from you guys. An important aspect on our end is we really do want to keep a really close relationship with you guys at Audio Components, because magnets are such an important component in your products, and you do actually purchase half of your magnets from us. So we really want to keep moving with this positive relationship that we have with you guys, and we kind of see what works best for both of us to kind of see where it takes us with a Z25. So what works best for you will work best for us. We'll just kind of see if we can like meet together for an agreement regarding the rights.
Well, Sal, that sounds nice. It's we're certainly proud of the success that we've had so far, and we're glad you recognize it as well. So it is nice to hear that with the turn of the year here that you are interested in the product. We do think that it has been very successful, and we realize that by selling to external parties, that can certainly increase the demand and the overall general sales for a product like this,
Yeah.
and just really open up a new market. However, we are just concerned right now. We are the only people that own, or the only company that manufactures this product. So by selling it externally, that does allow more competition to be able to develop the same thing. So we would like to consider, if we were to sell the rights over to you, is there a way that we could maintain our competitive advantage for a certain amount of time?
Sure. And because you are an internal division within our company with LTech, and again, like I mentioned, we really do want to maintain this positive relationship between our two divisions for the long run. We are open to kind of seeing where you're at regarding kind of like the prohibition towards your direct competitors and as well as LTech's competitors. Did you receive the 11 options that we presented regarding the pricing?
Yes, that would be a good place to pivot here to look at. So we did receive those 11 options.
Mhm.
with that first option being withholding the production within audio components, and the remaining options handing that right over to Magnetic Advances with different variations in competitive advantage and the timeline that we would be able to block out our competitors.
Sure.
So
go ahead.
Yeah, so just to give you some background from a price perspective on our end, because we have looked at these options and gone through some of the cost implications for ourselves. So there are a few things that I just want to consider when thinking of these 11 options in context. So in order to begin to manufacture the Z25, we did have to invest $12 million in development. So that $12 million isn't included in the profit that is outlined in these 11 different options. So we would like to consider that as part of the transfer price.
Okay, so you're asking for $12 million in addition to any of these options. Is that correct?
Yeah, so we would be asking for $12 million, but we would also be asking for an additional $7 million for the amount of products that we're already buying.
Okay.
And an additional
sorry,
$5 million. The total that we're looking is $24 million.
Okay. I'm so sorry, Nicole. You were cutting out after the $7 million. Do you mind just repeating that breakdown?
Oh, sure. I'm sorry. So it was the $12 million in developmental costs.
Okay.
Plus the $7 million plus $5 million that we would have to buy back.
Okay. And the buying back, where does that come from? Where does that originate from? Sorry.
Just give me one moment.
Sure.
So it actually seems that $5 million, I'm glad you asked, because that actually has already been considered in the future profit figures in the chart. So yeah, so we would be able to cross that off of the list, the starting price that we're asking for. So then you can update your price estimate to $19 million as a starting point. So that's the $12 million in development costs and $7 million of what we're already buying.
Okay. Okay. So with that in mind, this is far off, but how does option 2 look with Magnetics producing this technology and no limitations put on its distribution, so that with the $19 million attached to that target price?
Sure. So that $19 million in comparison to option 1 would be quite a big variation. So just doing some quick math, that's about $36 million in profit that we would be sacrificing. So if we were to hand over the rights. So based on the figure that we just talked about, the $19 million transfer price, in order to break even with option 1, which is retaining the rights within audio components, we would probably be comfortable with either option 9, 10, or 11.
Okay. All right. So I'm just kind of taking a look here. Let's see. So for the 9, I believe we both have the same chart. Is that correct?
Yeah, so 9 for me on my end says Magnetics produces Z25 and is prohibited from selling to direct competitors for 20 months.
Okay.
And from selling to competitors of LTech divisions other than audio for 6 months. And that's a lifetime profit of $36 million plus the transfer price.
Okay. Let's see. I think what kind of is what's making me kind of hesitant is, from our point of view, we would really want to sell this in the open market, because it will provide us, with that platform of, selling it out to external customers. And the 20 months with the direct competitors and the 6 months for other divisions is pretty steep, from our point of view. And then 10 is still 20 months. So how about, what do you think of option number 5? With us producing this, the Z25, but we're prohibited to sell to your direct competitors for 12 months.
Sure. So I'll tell you maybe what I like about this option and maybe what I don't like about this option.
Sure, yeah.
So I am comfortable with the 12-month period prohibited to direct competitors. So,
Sure.
I think a year of lead time is the minimum that I would want. So I am okay with that. And I'm also okay with Magnetics selling to other LTech divisions, since we all do work for the same parent company, and there are some other profitable terms within that, not just for us, but for the company as a whole. I still, however, would want to try to get to the point of break even in terms of profit, especially if we're giving up some of that exclusivity. Maybe that additional profit could help us with future research. So would you be willing to do option 5, increase the transfer price to 25 million instead of 19 million to get us to that break even point of 55 million?
And that is what your goal is, to kind of break even at 55 million. Is that correct?
Yes, my goal is to break, from a cost perspective, it's to break 5 million, but I do also really want to make sure that we have the ability to maintain our competitive advantage for at least a year. That high profitability and competitive advantage will allow us time to do additional research, time and money to do additional research to make sure that we can grow within the marketplace and figure out a new competitive advantage for us in the long run.
Sure. No, that makes complete sense. Let's see. The 20 of my, I'm thinking, would you settle for 22 million for the target price?
Could you just help me understand the reason for the 22 million?
Well, because we are kind of prohibited from selling to direct competitors, and we are trying to, our goal potentially would be to sell it to the open market. I'm just trying to think here. Sorry, on my point of view, there kind of was no range regarding target price, so I'm just kind of trying to tune that. Oh man. Okay. All right. And the additional 5 million with the 25 million for target price, that's to get you to the 55?
Correct.
Okay.
So that's essentially to help break even in terms of profit, because if we were going to hold the rights, our profit would be higher and our competitors wouldn't have access. So
sure. Oh man. Okay. Well, honestly, because us at Magnetic Advances passed up this opportunity, we kind of don't want to kind of waste any more time, and we'd really like to move forward with kind of obtaining these rights as soon as possible. And we are willing to work with you with, being prohibited to sell to your direct competitors for 12 months. So I believe that we'll settle for the target price of $20 million.
The target price of $20 million?
Is that what you said? Or you said 25?
25.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay.
These negotiations.
So then, are we shaking hands on option number 5 with a target price of $25 million?
Yes. So option number 5, we produce it. We're prohibited to selling to your direct competitors for 12 months with a target price of $25 million.
That sounds great.
Okay.
I'm glad we were able to reach this deal.
I know, me too. I'm so happy that we can continue our relationship in LTech.
Thanks, Sal.
All right, thanks, Chris.
Bye.
Bye.